Yo, what's happening? This your boy Q the Truth. Marijuana Minutes, we back. Got my boy Trap in the building.
Oh, yeah, in here.
Jackie Bear.
Hey y'all, back again.
It's Liddy. Episode 11, right?
You here, episode 11, and we are back, man. Welcome back, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed last week's show, but we got another one coming for you today. And
just rolled up a fat one for this one.
You hear me? Y'all remember, roll up, listen up, stay caught up. You hear me? Now, Jackie Bear, let's start with you. How was your week this last week?
It was okay. It was decent. How
good.
was yours?
It was festive. Making some steps towards the right direction to get some shit done. You know what I mean? We any day above ground is a day worth living. You heard me? So that's what we rocking with. Trap,
talking like the old folks. My week was lit. We went out there and caught some waves with my homegirls on Friday. So I was out there.
Salute. How Braden doing, man?
Bumming it up. Oh, he holding up nicely. I just talked to him earlier today. I was trying to slide, but you know, my dog gotta go through other stuff. So I'm gonna link up with him when it's possible. But I'm gonna be back out there riding some waves tomorrow on this boogie board. You know how it is, beach bum boss out here.
That's right. True that. So you know what I mean? Well, I hope all my listeners, hope y'all had a good week. And shout out to my listeners over in Brazil. We just picked them up last week, so I want to send them a shout out. Also South Africa as well. So salute to y'all and thank you for listening. And we appreciate it all. Oh, man. Y'all know I always like talking about money, right? So I got to talk about this here. Let's talk billions.
Billions.
Now, because if you haven't heard the recent news, if you've been up under a rock somewhere or just don't give a damn about news, that would be Jackie Bell letting y'all know that's her.
Under some rocks.
You heard it?
I just don't care. I'm sorry.
But Bill Gates, $1 billion bill.
Yeah, boy.
Him and his wife are getting a divorce after, I believe it's 27 years.
Something like that.
Anyway, so she's set to get 65 mil. Bill,
what?
Excuse me, Bill. 65 Bill.
She is married to Bill Gates, not Mill Gates.
Oh, God.
How you feel?
But here's the thing.
Her children and children and children and children of them children are set for years.
But they was already set, though. I mean,
Bill. I know, but Jesus. Can you imagine?
But see, that's what I'm saying, though. You got to think she's been in this relationship for 27 years, and Bill's probably been making that money for about 21 of them, 25 of them, or whatever. Who knows? But I don't believe he was making all this money when they first got into it. So to make all this money, she's been living this lifestyle already. So that money, that 65 billion, really isn't. That ain't nothing that's going to excite her no more.
All right, so let's be real, Jackie. As a woman, if your man was making all these billions and he got a little head on the side and it was really public, would you stick with him? If you knew 65 billion was 20 years down the line going to be yours? That's a smart investment in my opinion.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. So you want money over loyalty? Loyalty is something you can't buy.
You're right. But it's money. Okay, you're right. Maybe not.
Come on, man. All right, what about you, Q? What about your wife was over here getting chewed upon very publicly? And you just had to wear that. This other dude out here wearing your queen like a corona mask. And you just gotta take that for 20 years.
By the way, I'm gonna hope that both their ass catch COVID.
But it's 65 billion at the end of 20 years. You good, right?
But here's the thing, though, right?
Yeah.
Because in Bill and Melinda's case, right, Bill had this whole thing where he had been going on vacations and shit with his ex girlfriend or whatever for years. They would once a year they would go allegedly.
Wasn't he going to the Epstein Island too?
Allegedly, I don't
Allegedly,
know.
yeah. Let's not put that on him.
I don't know. But 65 billion. Now, me?
Yes, you.
I don't think she foreseed that she was gonna have all those billions down the road. You think she foreseen that to stay?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think she was just trying to hold it down. He already had billions back in the day, so it wasn't like, even if he only had 1 billion, splitting that is fire.
I mean, unless maybe when she found out he was doing the cheating, she also found out that the money was the shit was finna take off. So she was like, well, shit, my payday finna come because I see Microsoft all over the goddamn place and all this other stuff. So
I always kind of assumed they had like kind of an open relationship anyway. So why would you get a divorce now? So I guess it wasn't really open, huh?
I don't know, but I also heard that he transferred like $1.8 billion in stock to her. So I don't know. It could be hush money. That's a lot of people saying on the internet. They're saying that it's hush money, that she knows something and he don't want her to tell, so he giving her whatever she asks for, whatever she wants.
Yeah, she probably know about those trips to the islands allegedly.
Hey, all I know is you think it's gonna be. I mean, you got to think like, what about Mr. Jeff Bezos? Call him Peso. That he had some bread too, and I think his wife got like damn near the same.
Yeah, the Amazon dude. I mean, if you splitting all those billions, you're still a billionaire. It's like, it's hard to really even, for me at least, I can't like have 80 billion and be like, now I only have 40 billion. What am I gonna do? I'd be like, dude, I'm still a bit. I'm not even gonna use most of this money. Like,
I mean, yeah, but you damn sure that's hard, bro. I don't know.
Maybe I would feel differently if I had 80 billion. Maybe I would care more. But if I had $80 and somebody take 40, I'm gonna notice that. I'm gonna notice that.
I want my goddamn money back now, nigga. Yes, nigga, because shit, them $80, nigga, I had close to 100. I could survive. Now I'm at 40, nigga. Couple damn meals I gotta miss. You know what I'm saying?
Catch a body over 220.
What we learned here, ladies and gentlemen, is it's cheaper
we all
to
have
keep
a price.
It's cheaper to keep her, but if it happens to set up, we cool with taking 65 billion out the deal. I mean, also I want to say this though, when she's been living what do you do to impress her? At this point, you gotta make her origami shit like you in fucking third grade or some shit. You know what I'm saying to him? No, bro, because there's nothing else you could do. Everything gotta be homemade.
All you gotta do is not get a blowjob publicly, and then you already ahead of her last dude. So
yeah, but
like, I ain't cheat. I'm loyal, baby.
Okay, so what? You're ahead of him, but you still have to find some kind of way to impress.
All you gotta do is just remember her favorite color and stupid stuff like that. Chicks like that. You're like, oh, he's so thoughtful. She could just be like, oh, she just let her casually mention like, oh, I like Cheerios with bananas cut up in it. Just like wait like 2 weeks when she done forgot about it. Cut up some bananas in her Cheerios. And she's like, oh, he loves me.
Yeah, man, I think that works. That works for a while, man. But when motherfuckers got everything, they can go get everything. It's a little bit different to impress those people, and I don't know. And at what point do you get with somebody later on and you tell them about your money? Like, do you still keep the fact that, I mean, it's hard for her to keep that a secret.
Oh yeah, they gonna know. Yeah, they gonna know.
But if you're a quiet millionaire and a quiet billionaire, which I'm sure there are,
yeah.
If you're one of them, when do you tell them? When
would you tell them, Jackie? If you had all those billions, they didn't know that, but you met the little. You remember Steve we was talking about last week, who was living with his
I wouldn't tell them unless we were getting married.
Oh, that's it. You get a prenup.
So when he proposed, or when you guys got married?
After we're already married.
Wait, but you gotta get him to sign a prenup.
I'll tell him at the altar. By the way, I'm a billionaire.
So you're gonna be okay, but you know that would mean that he will take half. As soon as y'all say I do at that altar, that means he.
Oh well, I have to say it to him before to sign a prenup. I'm sorry. That's
Oh,
just
you a
how it
nigga,
is.
but he love you. You ain't got to sign no prenup. He's never gonna
Okay,
leave you.
it is what it is. My money is my money.
Ooh, come on! It sounds like
Rude,
he's
wasn't
planning to fail.
Wait, so
Y'all gonna be together
that's
forever.
that's actually horrible because when you think about it, right? Because eventually, like y'all gonna be together, y'all gonna be doing stuff together, y'all gonna be cohabitating, having all this, that, and the third. But it's still gonna always in his back of his mind, he's gonna know that money belongs to you no matter what, and he's gonna have to. If he's smart, he's still gonna have access to the money by being married to you. So he will be taking money and funding his own operations and trying to get his own shit started. But if he doesn't, then he in the back of his mind, or even just like working a fucking job at Wendy's or whatever, he knows that money belongs to you. It's yours. He don't get
At
shit.
Wendy's.
I
Well,
know
my-
that it's a slippery slope because I've thought about it. Like if I was to just come up one day and have a whole bunch of money, how would I tell the person I'm marrying that I am rich? You know what I'm saying? It's like, how do you
Okay.
break that to somebody, and how can you know that
But
you're actually marrying this person for love and not because they want your money?
let
But
me tag
wait
this
a
on with
second.
so Jackie can answer this too. So
Alright.
with the same question, because like I said about Wendy's, do you want your man to work if you have all this money? Because men typically don't want we want our women to do whatever. You can work, if you want to stay
Yeah,
home.
I expect him to still working, and I would expect myself to work. Just because I have money doesn't mean I want to just be in the house all day.
I mean, you're a
Okay,
billionaire, so
that's
obviously
real.
you
That's
work.
real. But I had a question, Jackie. If you like, all right, so if you're gonna have all this money, right? If you're gonna get married, you thinking that this relationship, this marriage is gonna last forever, right? Or are you
Yeah.
thinking you're gonna divorce him in a couple of years?
No,
So
not
if you
at
think it's
all.
gonna
I'm
last,
thinking
if
it's
you
gonna
think
last
it's
forever,
okay, so
but
if you think it lasts forever, why do you need to?
he could decide to divorce me at any time. It's not the fact that I have doubts of
But
me divorcing him.
if you're thinking that he's gonna divorce you at any time, would you marry him? If you think he's that type of guy?
Yeah, I mean, marriage with marriage you face that risk. That's always in your head. I bet that's always in married people's heads.
If I feel like this chick might divorce me any day, I ain't getting in, which is probably why I'm single right now.
Q,
Okay,
tell me.
so I disagree because that's how that happens. You do get married thinking that everything is going to last, and you do that forever, and you do get married thinking that.
Realistic.
But that's not realistically what happens in life, and shit does happen to where you know where you guys grow apart, or shit just happens where you guys, the union has to be broke up. So
right.
It's a slippery one. You know what I mean? What do you do? What
That
do
nigga
you do?
Exactly.
I mean,
you just don't get married then.
So
no, you get with somebody while you poor and y'all make it together, and that way you stay on the grind and you realize that the person with you for love instead of the money.
I ain't got time to be hanging out with no broke chick.
Period.
Oh, okay, Trap.
Period.
Wait a minute then, Trap. Hold on. So you saying that you got to be the lady with it that already got a certain amount of money in her pocket?
No, she gotta have something going for herself. I ain't finna marry no bum.
I do agree with that.
I'm not finna marry no bum.
We talked about this last week. I don't want no bum ass nigga.
Yeah, like I'm the same way. If it's a chick, she got 4 baby daddies and she stay at home with her mama still, and like all this other stuff, and she got all this drama. No, nigga. She better have
so I'm asking, what does she gotta have going? Because she be working at Wendy's. What if you pulled up at Wendy's and got a 4 for 4 and she was at the window, she was at the cashier?
I don't get 4 for 4 as jolly.
Yeah.
He doesn't get Wendy's, darling.
Darling, no.
He's bougie. No, yeah. I'm just kidding. But yeah, he is bougie.
But I'm saying, let's say I was getting a spicy chicken sandwich, right? From Chick-fil-A, because I'm a G. And there's a girl there, she's on her grind. She's on her grind. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna just jump out the porch. Like, if this is a stepping stone for her, she gotta want to aspire to do more. I need a woman.
Right. Chick-fil-A just can't be her end.
That can't be the
end of
end
the
all to
road
be.
for her. She
Okay,
gotta
so why can't she be comfortable? Like,
She
why
can be
do? But hold
comfortable.
on,
She
why?
can't be my queen. That ain't my queen, dog. That's not. I don't want that example for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my daughter to be like,
I get it.
this is the
Okay,
top.
so but I'm saying if she's working in and becomes a general manager of Chick-fil-A, let's say, and
that's her aspiring to do more. She was working
shout
at
out
the
Chick-fil-A.
thing.
But hold on, what if that's where that's it? She can't go no higher than that, right? But that's where she is, and she works that. So you saying because she's still, you know what I'm saying, doing that because she still would be in the going to restaurants and being there at the restaurants and dealing with stuff like that.
But she's on a higher level at that point though. Like she's gonna be able to.
So my question is, then that's what I'm saying. My question is, what level of job do someone have to have at what kind of money? Because you saying that her working at Chick-fil-A as a cashier at Chick-fil-A, and let's say that's what she wants. That's just what she's fine with the amount of money she makes. It pays all her bills. She's great. But you saying that's not enough. But if she became HR of, you know what I'm saying, Chick-fil-A, and she decided to stay at HR pushing paperwork, you saying that's enough?
I need ambition. I need her to aspire. I don't want my queen to be co-workers with a 16-year-old and they're the same qualification like people. Like, what is that about? Like, nah, those kind of cashier jobs, that's for like high school kids to get their feet wet in a real thing. I want an educated woman who has interests beyond that. You know what I'm saying? Like something that's going to stimulate me mentally or something like, or
in the words of Webby and Boosie, he want an INDEP.
But she is. He's not saying that because she's already independent. Register. She's already independent by working at Chick-fil-A and having her own and holding down her own. You know what I'm saying? And doing her thing. And all
is she
I'm
a high value woman?
All I'm saying is at what level, what job position, what amount of money a year is you comfortable with her saying this is what I want to do for it? It's not
really about a number because
if she's at a job making $20,000 a year, that's what she want to do. Is that good enough for her ambition?
If she could take care of herself on that, can you take care of yourself on $20,000 a year? That's like barely scraping. But if she feels,
bro, I'm taking care of myself off of $8,400 a year. So yes,
Lord,
if I'm making 20K,
period.
If I'm making 20K,
if you could do it, you could do it. Like I don't give a fuck about that. Period.
Okay, yeah. Well, you know,
the government made me take care of myself off $8,000 a goddamn year. You know what I'm saying? Social Security. If you look at Social Security, that's what you make a year. So in 20K, and she's by herself. Yeah, I think she can make it.
If she can do that, and she's not a financial drain on me, I mean, it depends on like other factors. You know what I'm saying? If I love her, if she's, you know, a God-fearing woman, all this other stuff, like she going to take care of the kids, like she's a good mother, then, you know, I would consider it. But in general, people who don't aspire to be greater, to be more, usually they don't move me. Like women like that, it's not like I'm saying that they just don't move me in that way. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel compatible with them because I have ambitions. You know what I'm saying? I usually want somebody who's, you know, they're entrepreneur. They got other things going. They got other interests. Like, what we gonna talk about all day? All the niggas you rung up? Like, do you read books or what? Like,
okay, so what? I mean, secretary though. You know what I'm saying? The secretary. That's pretty much an entry level job. In some places, in some cases, secretary entry level job. But what if that's it? You know what I'm saying? Imagine all the people, cool secretaries we done met. What if they just was a secretary for 30 years and then retired?
Well, I don't think that's my queen. I just don't. She might be.
And I feel like that's okay.
Is that your queen? Would you marry that, Q?
Bro, are you out of your mind? I married my wife when she was a secretary. You understand what I'm saying? And no, but that's not why she didn't stay there. You know what I'm saying? And
I feel like that's okay
your wife
too.
Has a master's degree. Get out of here.
Yes.
It's called preference. Come on, it's called
it
preference.
does, but what I'm saying, what it's not answering my question, because I'm saying at what level do you say it's okay? Because if ambition is continue to going up, but someone's at a job where they made a secretary position and they making this kind of money and they decide to stay there for 30 years and retire, you're saying that they had less ambition than the person who decided to be the HR manager.
Yeah, they did.
Or you saying that you would holler at the HR manager simply because she decided to become an HR manager and not the secretary?
Yeah, she had more ambition, and if I'm gonna procreate with somebody,
what if she's
I want my daughter to have
for
that
a
in her.
CEO of a
but that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I just think that's a little. It's a little counselly to me. They don't make sense.
What if she started out at an entry level secretary at some place that worked her way up with her experience? Would that be acceptable to you? And now she's the secretary of a big boss.
I mean, that's the grind. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. But Q, you big cat anyway, because your wife has a master's degree, and you over here talking about,
she does. But what I'm saying is. What I'm saying is, I'm saying, has she been if she was a secretary?
She had a GED.
No, she definitely didn't.
And I said, if she had a GED and that's it, and she was giving you free 4-for-4s, would you be like, that's my baby?
No, but listen, I'm with you with that, right? That's why I ain't even argue back on that. But I'm saying, at what level do we say that they still have ambition and we cool with talking to them? Because if they're a secretary, like I said, and they work as a secretary for 30, 35 years, they still can retire and get a pension from that and a 401k. They still could have money. You know what I'm saying? And if they're a secretary of the CEO, if they're the secretary of the CEO, then you know what I'm saying? They still in a good position, but they decide not to go no further than just being a secretary of a CEO. Maybe that's it.
I mean, if that's her job, but I mean, if that's her job and that's what that gets her fulfillment and happiness, then by all means.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. There was a period of time where my wife could not decide what she wanted to do. And when first it was secretary. Then, when I married, she was doing the secretary thing. Then she left there, and I think she went to doing she was doing stuff with the traffic when you run the tolls and stuff like that. And then, you know what I'm saying, she decided to do something else. And then she finally landed where she had 2 jobs and she was working at, you know what I'm saying, it was the gym. She was working at the gym and she was driving trucks.
That's fine.
So what I'm saying
she's doing this, but
the money never changed, right?
Okay, that's fine. But I'm saying my queen has to be somebody who's going to stimulate me intellectually. So look, this is none of our jobs. What we're doing, we're content creators right now. This is entrepreneurship, but we all have jobs outside of this. You got a job working in your city. I got one, and so does Jackie. So we're doing multiple things. If my queen is just like, I'm just gonna, eat bonbons, watch TV, and work at this entry-level job for the rest of my life, and why would I want to raise a child with somebody like that? We don't really have that much in common. We ain't got that much in common. She ain't striving.
So what if she's working at this entry-level job for the rest of her life, but she reads, she does this, she does this.
Yeah, I'm saying,
would you be okay with that?
Okay, yeah. If she does all that, then if we click on that level, we can talk about different things and all that stuff. She just doesn't, the money doesn't, whatever. Then that's different, because then I'll be attracted to her because of her mind and doing other things. But in general, those type of people usually do other stuff outside of that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I look at more than job to me. You know what I'm saying? I like to have, like try to say, conversation and stuff like that. Because I mean, you got to think some of us wouldn't be here if some of our parents didn't rough it out with some of the jobs they've had back in the day. Like my grandma was she was a maid, you know what I mean? And then her daughter was a maid at one period of time, even growing up in the 60s and 70s and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think that, depending on the level of on the entry level job, if you at a secretary position and you know what I'm saying, you doing good and you still having great conversation with me and you decide to be at this job, because let's not act like longevity at a job isn't important as well, because that says
cool.
a lot too.
That's cool, but anything can happen. Look at the pandemic. But that's only one aspect of a relationship. Like earlier, we were talking about.
A secretary of a pandemic, and during a pandemic, is more likely to have a job still doing what they have to do, even if they're working from home, because they're working for for somebody. So they're giving him his emails. They're making sure the calendar is booked and all this other stuff for their boss. So technically, so they're still good.
That's only one aspect, like one dimension of the relationship. We're talking about intellectual stimulation.
I said that though.
Earlier today, we were talking about submission and stuff like that. So like if you talking about that, that's a whole nother dimension that, you know what I'm saying, we was going into earlier about a woman being submissive to her husband or partner or whatever. And like I told you, I never had it. I never had that. How do you feel about that, Jackie? About women being submissive or
I mean, not? If that's your thing, then cool.
What's your thing?
It's not. What's my thing?
Yeah, what's your thing?
I'm not submissive. Let's put that like that. And leave that topic alone.
Okay. So hold on. I got.
Is it because she's black? Q, go ahead. You said something about that earlier. Now. Don't get shot out.
We're gonna take a break right now to introduce.
Don't be scared.
We're gonna take a moment to introduce. No, listen. Okay, here's my thing, right?
Now, what's the strand of the week?
Hey man, let's take a moment, man. While Travis got us all tripped up, he trying to case somebody up. Let's holler at Dave for the weekly strand spotlight. Hey, and y'all remember what I told y'all last week? Y'all go get that strand and tell us how it is. Hey Dave, what we got for us this week?
We all know what that sound means. It's now time for our show's special segment, the Weekly Strand Spotlight. Hi, this is Dave, and this week I'd like to share with you some info on some of the best medical marijuana you can get at your local dispensary. I'm talking the best buds you can get with a medical marijuana license. This week, we'd like to focus on a special strand called Jack Hare. It's a sativa-dominant hybrid, and sativa meaning it tends to give you more energy rather than making you sleepy. This strand was named after the famous marijuana activist Jack Hare, who wrote the book The Emperor Wears No Clothes back in 1985. This strain has been described as tasting fruity, peppery, or herbal, and gives a calming energy. Jack Hare flower is reported to be a cross between Lemon Haze and Northern Lights 15, as well as Sheba Skunk. This sativa-leaning hybrid originally started in 1985 and has won many 420 competitions over the years. It has a very rich genetic background, so it has given rise to lots of variations over the years. Still, it has a lot of the same basic traits from the original. Not all Jack Hare batches of flower are going to be exactly the same, but most people still report feeling blissful, clear-headed, and having a creative energy. Also, they report an ability to focus more easily. Jack Hare is a 55% sativa-leaning hybrid, originally developed in the Netherlands and eventually distributed by the Dutch pharmacies and recognized as a medical-grade strain of marijuana. Since then, it's won numerous awards for its quality and its potency. Medical users of this strain have reported help with anxiety, depression, and good for appetite when undergoing cancer treatment. Similar strains are Super Lemon Haze, Durban Poison, and Clementine, especially good for creativity and for focus. And they won't put you to sleep like an indica might. You can find this excellent Jack Hare strain at your local medical marijuana dispensary. This is Dave for Marijuana Minutes.
Put this in your pipe and smoke it.
All right, so let's talk about it, right? Now, Trap, Here's the thing. Do you think white women are more submissive than black women? Because I think that some black men get with white women because they can talk to them and treat them ways that they can't often get away with from black women.
All right, I'm tossing it to Jackie Bear. There you go. Mm-hmm.
Period.
So after the period and the exclamation point,
I thought about it.
Okay, let me know.
Period. Go ahead.
Why are you not submissive, Jackie? What do you think is wrong with being submissive?
There's nothing wrong with being submissive.
Well, then why aren't you it?
Because she don't want to be.
Because I'm just not a submissive female. I have submissive times, but I am not a submissive female.
When are you submissive? When times are you submissive?
Be quiet.
What?
See, that submissive thing. You getting it down. You working on it. You stop talking for a second. You submitted for a second.
No, I didn't. I asked you a question right after that. Nigga, I ain't stop talking. I ain't submitting.
He paused, Jackie. You saw that pause, didn't you, Jackie?
I said, what? He said, chat, be quiet. He's like, what? See, I got mind control over Q.
Yeah, you know.
I know. Anyway, go ahead, Jackie Rando. So when
I guess it's just how I am. That I'm just not a submissive female, and what I mean by I honestly can't really describe it to you how I may have like submissive times.
I think that's normal, right? Though, like where some things you submit and some things you not.
Right.
But what I mean in my whole thing is that I see it a lot where, black men get with white women because they treat them, and it's just the way they be talking to them. It's like even in public, like they be talking to them a certain way, and it's like, bro, I ain't getting away with that from talking to mine in public like that or in private.
And that's that's a
do you guys know any submissive black women? Do y'all know any submissive black women?
How? What? In what nature? Like in the bedroom, or just
the same nature as you said that these white women are. That's why the black men are going to these white women because they're submissive. And whatever way you're saying that these white women are submissive, do you know any black women who are submissive in that same way?
Yes and no. I think more or less not as heavy as I've seen with white women. I've seen it in some cases, like in some things, but some things they'll fight back on, and they'll, but with white women, I've seen it like, come over here and sit down, and go over there and do this and get me this and do this, and why you did that?
Okay, Daddy. Sure, Daddy. Whatever the fuck you say, Daddy. I'm just gonna do it regardless.
Wait a minute. Monique is a black woman. We all seen the Breakfast Club interview.
Oh shit! You know what? But that's what's kind of creepy though.
You said "daddy" 14 times right there, Jackie. But if you seen that interview, she said "daddy" like
1,400,000.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy.
And it wasn't in a sexual manner. It was being
it was just in a regular conversation.
And she was just like, "Hold on, Daddy, hold on," and it was just like it. I don't like that.
It made me uncomfortable.
I don't want my girl to call me that. Don't call me that. No, that's my kids call me that. My children call me that.
Yeah, you don't call me daddy, but I love it when you call me Big Papa. I just kidding. I don't.
Throw your hands in the air.
Yeah, I don't love it when you call me Big Papa. Yeah.
Well, I will say.
What about Latino women? They're known for other things. I've been entangled with a couple Latinas, and
what about you?
You got any experience with that, Q? As far as the submission thing goes?
Yeah, maybe a little more. Like I say, more or less bedroom, especially because like Puerto Ricans close to black, bro. Them motherfuckers, they niggas will stab your ass in your sleep.
So,
you might get cut.
Okay. Pause right there because I was just about to bring this up. So in the case of, I know this is a heavy topic of domestic abuse, I feel like a Black woman is more likely to beat your ass if you try to beat hers. Now I know it's domestic abuse in every culture and whatever out there, but I feel like a Black woman is more likely to beat your ass if you try to beat her ass.
And that's my thing. I think culturally matters about submission more than a color, because it's like those Middle Eastern women who like cover all the way up, and because of their religious beliefs and all that other stuff, they're more submissive than the white women in America. And
yeah, but that's when you go across the water, though. That's a whole different other ball game. But
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Culturally, yeah. So here, in our experience, the submission here in America is at like a whole all-time low. It's like 0, and I don't think there's anything wrong with like being submissive to your husband.
Me either. Like I said, it's a whole lifestyle.
Yeah, if it's so great, then why ain't you it? Like you just like
because I am a dominant female. Period.
You want to dominate your man? You want a little soft, submissive girl boy?
You don't want to go there.
What? You want to put his hair in ponytails?
No, you don't want to go there.
I do want to go there. I just asked you the question.
You don't want to go there. You don't want to know the answer to that.
I'll take you there. Ain't nobody.
Ain't no strong men.
No, but what I'm saying is, I don't know.
Here's my thing. I think
Jackie want her man to be in the mirror longer than her.
I think there is supposed to be a balance. I
agree with that.
There's supposed to be a balance, because I have those times in, my marriage where I could say maybe so my wife is, and then I could say, you know what I'm saying? There's times where, I know for a fact in the paint.
Can she stand in the paint and make you put on panties?
No. No.
I agree with that.
I feel like
you courting me and flying me out to Jacksonville didn't even get that there.
But no, I agree with that. There's a balance. There's a balance. And roles can be switched. Yeah, I agree with that.
So, like Jackie said, that happens, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with a balance. But I want to say this. Brothers, y'all, when y'all know the code, man. When you go to a chick house, it's 3 things you're supposed to always remember. At least I think it's 3. It might be more. As I talk, I might remember more. But these are the most ones I'm gonna say I can remember. Number 1, always scrap, and that's both ways, condom and a gun. All right, because you never know what you're going into and what situation you're going to. Number 2,
so to speak,
you never take a shower at the place where the person at, where the chick at. You go home, you slide. You don't never stay, never go to sleep. All that lay down, cuddle up. We don't do that. Especially if this is a smash shot chick. Nah. I bring up, number 3. Number 2 kind of incorporated number 3 with the whole no cuddling, no laying down. You know what I mean? Get your ass up out of there, bro. You got to go home. Cause, and I mean, you can look at number 3, like, check the surroundings. I think you need to make sure, especially if there's somebody you don't know, bro, you got to check the scenery, dog, and have homies, especially when you worth money, like Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke, if you don't know, recently was, he was killed last year. Yeah. So he was killed
last year at
an Airbnb, and more information came out later on that he was in the shower, and the guys allegedly came up through the balcony, went in the bathroom, tried to rob him. He ran out the bathroom. They shot him. He fell on the ground. They're saying he ran down the stairs. They shot him twice again. Killed him. And I don't really know too much more, but I just know that I think, he put his guard down by going to take that shower and leaving her out there where her phone is, where you can't see her, can't hear her, you don't know what she's saying, doing, and what's going on. And I think she has something to do with it.
This nigga's victim blaming. All right, so yeah.
I'm just saying he let his guard down. He let his guard down, and I think she has something to do with it.
Yeah, I think she did too. Everybody's kind of saying that. But what I'm saying is he was in LA, it was at an Airbnb. And what I heard was it wasn't just him and the chick in the house. It was like other niggas there. So you guys can go double check.
I haven't seen that nowhere.
You guys can go double check. Check DJ Academics page. You got a link on there talking about it. But
shout out to Academics.
Word. So I was like, if Q saying, "Oh, you gotta stay strapped," he probably was strapped. I heard that he was anyway. But he was in the shower, and it was like he got killed over a watch. They said it was a Rolex watch that they sold for $2,000 later on because it was hot and yada yada yada. But it was like there was reports that he was like not listening to the people with the gun, and then that's why he like started to fight back or something, and then that's why, you know what I'm saying, he got clapped. But the guy who they said shot him is a 15-year-old. It was more than one assailant, and the robbery turned homicide, and people are speculating that the older niggas really is the ones who shot him, and they're just saying that the 15-year-old did it because he's underage and he'll get a lighter sentence.
Yeah, but they're gonna still get charged with murder because it was a felony. It was a murder in the commission of a felony.
Mm-hmm. And so, if anything go down, like everybody gets.
I think I said that right.
Well, we're not paralegals, dog. We just niggas chilling.
We're a bunch of niggas.
Yeah. So when Q was like, "Oh, you gotta stay strapped. You gotta make sure blah blah blah." All these things are true, but the way you say it and like the light, it's like it feel like you're victim blaming. What you call it? How about y'all niggas not rob people? How about that?
No, I definitely don't want that to be the focus point and to be the coming across as if I'm blaming him for getting killed. I just say that those are some guidelines that we need to always remember when we are out here, you know what I'm saying, doing what we're doing, because
he said, don't cuddle up. How you gonna tell this man how he feel about this lady and what not to do? Yeah, it turns out she's shiesty and all that, but you don't always know. You ain't never been with some chick who was shiesty and you like found out later?
I've never stayed at anybody else I'm smashing out where, you know what I'm saying, overnight. After I ain't doing that.
Oh, you don't?
No, I'm going home.
I was trying to think
I'm going back to my residence where I can unload my weapon.
Well, I was unloading my weapon. Yeah, feel me? I slept at my
man, put that pea shooter up.
Hey, bro, I was dumping 100 rock drugs, son. Yeah, but anyway,
nigga shoot a damn BB gun.
My ex, I was like, before we like got together and all that, I spent the night at her house. It wasn't even really her house. It was just like an Airbnb or something, her homegirl house. And
yeah, but are you worth millions? Do you have a Rolex watch, diamond chains, and stuff like that? Like, are you a rapper? And not just talking about Pop Smoke. Take it out of Pop Smoke. Are you? Like,
wait. I know you're trying to like, you know what I'm saying, like talk trash about me, but you might not notice. But I dropped the album a couple years ago with this group called Midnight Mafia, so I am a rapper, actually.
All right.
Oh my God, he took it back, yo. I forgot that was even a thing.
For the Marijuana Minutes family, we're gonna put a clip. I'm gonna put a clip of one of their joints out on the on the YouTube channel. So y'all follow us on YouTube at Marijuana Minutes. We're gonna hear Midnight Mafia. This is gonna be a throwback.
So I am a rapper, yes. I don't have a diamond chain, no, but
How many singles you sold? How many CDs you sold? How many units?
I might have sold maybe like 3.5. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? We went double aluminum foil. You feel me? Yeah.
Yo, dumb. But no, man.
You put it on layaway. You know what I'm saying? Give me $2.
I pray that everybody involved in that situation get caught. You know what I'm saying? I think that, homegirl has some, and that's why I just say, certain moves you got to be cautious about because you never know what anybody intend. I was joking with Trap about the whole money and stuff, but you have money on you at times, all the time, and I got money on me all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Nice, snitching.
Yeah, but you scrap, so you all right.
That's real.
Trap stay scrapped too, so run up on them if you want to.
That's real.
And a nigga put you in a headlock and squeeze your mama life out of you.
Oh, snap. I'm on the family tree. Right after Mother's Day, I'm wilding like that.
Yo. Get it out, lights out. She be sitting there eating a bowl of beans and just
fall over.
Just fall over. But yeah, man, you gotta be right, man. And another thing. This for the people who travel. You got to be right when you go to other places, other countries, other areas, man. You can't be out here wilding, doing drug deals. You know what I'm saying? Killing police officers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. In Italy, people go to a lot of other countries and they do crazy stuff. Hey, Jackie, did you hear about the guy going to North Korea, and he tore down a propaganda poster? You know what I'm saying? And he tore it down, and he wound up putting him in like slave camps, and he wound up dying, and they sent his body back and all this other stuff. So it's like, and my thing is, I think that's just, you don't go to other countries thinking that you really badass because you're from America.
Because you're not, by no means.
No, bro, you can't be wilding out in other places, dog. You ain't protected by laws over here or over there. So, Trap?
If I was to travel, I wouldn't be, on that type of time. But you never know, like, what kind of energies people's going to meet you with. So, you don't know. And when it comes to, like, laws in different places, the only thing I would be concerned about is like extradition laws, because you remember when Freddie Gibbs got like caught up in that whole thing where somebody on his team was like got roped off with a girl, and then she called sexual assault or something like that, and then he had to stay over there. He was like trapped. You remember that? Yeah, so it can get dicey. I think it happened to ASAP Rocky too.
Yeah, ASAP Rocky got stuck over in
Switzerland or something.
Yeah, I can't remember where it was, but yeah.
Yeah, so I understand like the precautions you have to take when you're traveling. You don't want nothing like that to happen.
You can't just be somewhere wilding out. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but the people with you can't be wilding out either, as Freddie Gibbs' case showed us. Because he didn't do nothing.
What you think, Jackie? You think?
No. Be chill. When you go in other places, be chill.
Be chill here in America too, man. We be wilding. but if
see,
you gotta
feel like if I'm going to another country, like, and I'm some big rapper, a big person like that, I'm gonna team up with my own security to team up with the security over there, so that the security over there gonna keep me safe over there, keep me out of the troubles over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go over there with like a tour team or something. That way I know I'm straight. I ain't trying to go over here and get no kind of trouble. No, I ain't wilding nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you gotta think about some of these rappers we're talking about. They're in their early 20s. Like, imagine you at 21 over there with all this money, all this access.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, man, that was a while ago.
Yeah, imagine how you was acting, how we was turning out when we was around that age. So we can say all this now, but imagine we had all that power, fame, money at that age. I would have been dead of an overdose already. I already know that. I was wilding when I was 19. Like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, you would have been alcoholic, sitting on legs 7 stories up and shit. You was wilding
yeah.
already. No
I
money.
was wilding out. Yeah, for real. Bro, I
With
can't
no
believe I
money.
did that. Can't believe I did that. But,
Yo,
you know.
it's always good to leave y'all with a trap story. My boy was
Oh God.
wilding, man. We always have some good times, and we stayed in his apartment. And my boy opened his window in his room and went out and sat on the ledge and was just chilling with his feet dangling 7 stories up.
Yeah, that was. I don't advise it, but that was like years ago. Let me say that. And one time for Brayden, that nigga was out there with me. While and my homegirl Allison, she was out there too, tripping out. Like we
What?
was. It was one of those nights after we got back from Riverside. It was not smart, but you know, we made it, so it's lit.
Every time we talk about the story, I just have to. It freaks me out because I've been not on that ledge, but I've been at that apartment and been that high up and been on the balcony that they had on the other side.
That was enough for me.
Right.
Yeah. Oh God, I feel anxious just remembering. That's crazy.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like I remember when we was all out there chilling, and shout out to Invogue, boy. If anybody know how to get in contact with him,
my God, you
please.
remember that day though when
Bro.
you was like, "Invogue, sit down."
No, listen.
Okay, and drop.
We chilling on the balcony. We drinking or whatever. We think we was drinking gin that night or whatever. And Invogue knocked my cup off the ledge, that the wall that the on the patio, and I ain't even hear the cup hit the ground. So like I was like, no, I don't want nothing to do with that. So we went back in the trap crib, and Invo was so toasted, bro. He was toasted. And he was just in the way, loud. We had somebody that was sick, throwing up, and Invo was just dancing, just doing crazy shit. And I was like, Invo.
Oh, I know who threw up.
I was like, Invo, sit the fuck down, man. He was like, okay.
Boom. And he just dropped. He ain't been his knees. He ain't fought. He literally
and he went to sleep right there. right there. And he didn't get up no more that night, and he didn't nothing. So shout out to Invo, man.
Invo done party with us a couple times. He threw up in Nuke's house.
Oh my God, I remember because I was stuck in the freaking bathroom.
Oh, you was up there?
Yes, I was stuck in the bathroom, and he had knocked on the door. I said, "You need to get in here." He said, "Yeah," and then he threw up. Couldn't even finish getting out, and I was stuck in the bathroom.
Oh,
while he was on the other side of the door throwing up.
So this was your fault. He threw up in Nuke's floor.
No, it's not my fault. It was 3 bathrooms in there. Why he felt he had to come to the one?
Man, he wasn't gonna make it to those other 2. He couldn't. He barely made it. He would have threw up on the stairs.
Yeah.
He would throw up on the stairs. He wouldn't have made it up them stairs.
I think his mama came and cleaned it. I think that was the last time she.
No, he did come upstairs.
Oh,
that's the thing. I was in the bathroom upstairs.
That was the bathroom upstairs.
Oh, I don't know why he did that dumbass shit.
He knew everybody was taking showers in there.
He fucked his own self up by doing that.
He might have not even known there was a bathroom by the garage.
Oh, so
he might not have remembered. Yeah.
Well, man, Invo, man, shout out to the homie Invo, man. Yeah. I got to get in contact with him.
Yeah, we got to link up with Invo for sure.
We got to track him down. If I got to get the private investigator on it, we're gonna find Invo.
Yeah, for sure.
Salute. So
Nuke saw his mama not too long ago. I ain't even bothered.
Did he not get the number?
He sure didn't. You know how Nuke is.
Y'all know how he is. He think the world. God. He think we got a flat earth anyway, so you know.
You probably playing Mario Kart right now.
Right.
This is the whole
world. Yo. I'm that damn Nuke. Hey man, but listen, this has been another episode of the Marijuana Minutes podcast, and we appreciate y'all taking the time to listen to us. Tell you about some good stories that we've done and shit that we go through, and talk about some of these current events. Yeah. Hey man, don't forget.
And for all those submissive ladies, hit me up at Pro-Life. I don't know why I don't give out my real information. Oh, because I don't be online. But anyway,
make sure you're not working at Wendy's or driving for Uber or the cab company.
If you are working at Chick-fil-A, holler at your boy.
Yeah,
I will do that.
And make sure you give everybody the hookup though, because
sure.
Chick-fil-A is fire.
What?
Chick-fil-A. I want you at Chick-fil-A. I'm
trying
fire.
to be down.
Hey man, but y'all roll up, listen up, and stay caught up.
Gang gang.
Period.